The Ghana Education Service says the procurement of past questions for final year students of public second cycle schools is very necessary. The procurement of past questions and office stationery at a cost of almost 34.5 million Ghana cedis generated a lot of controversies. The move comes at a time government has not been able to procure textbooks for the newly introduced standard-based curriculum. At a press briefing in Accra on Thursday, August 26, 2021, the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Professor Kwesi Opoku Amankwa, explained his outfit's position. The government procured some 460,000 past questions for final year SHS students who sat for the last examinations. Those who criticized the move were of the view that the government was bent on ensuring a good pass mark for the first batch of free senior high school graduates just to score a political points, despite the challenges the policy is going through. A father and daughter nabbed for pounding fufu under the Pokwase interchange have been fined 420 Ghana cedis by the Kaneshie District Court. Comfort Darte, who was charged for causing a public nuisance, was fined 120 Ghana cedis and in default will serve a week imprisonment. She was ordered by the court, presided over by Ama Adumako Kwache, to sign a bond to be of good behavior for 1 year. Her 60-year-old father, Kwame Edu, being held over offensive conduct, was also fined 300 Ghana cedis and in default will serve 2 weeks imprisonment. Edu was also ordered by the court to sign a bond to be of good behavior for 1 year. This was after the accused persons, who had no legal representations, had pleaded guilty to their respective charges. The accused persons told the court that they were sorry for their actions and pleaded for leniency. Nearly 1.3 billion people globally suffer from hypertension, a silent killer often driven by obesity that increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, and kidney disease. Hypertension can be easily diagnosed by monitoring blood pressure and treated with low-cost drugs, but half of the affected people are unaware of their condition, which is left untreated. While hypertension rates have changed little in 30 years, the caseload has shifted to lower-income countries as wealthy nations have brought it largely under control, the study said. Some 17.9 million people died in 2019 from cardiovascular diseases, accounting for 1 in 3 global deaths, with hypertension a major factor, according to WHO. Director of WHO's Department of Non-Communicable Diseases, Benton Mikkelsen, stated, quote, "We know that the treatment is cheap, it's low-cost medicines, but there is a need to include them in the UHC, so this is not a cost for the patient. It has to be covered by the insurance system." Ghana and the North Rhine-Westphalia state of Germany have signed an agreement to deepen the ties between the two in 7 areas of cooperation. The agreement covers non-governmental, not-for-profit and private sector, diaspora, religious organizations of all denominations, business corporations, local councils, educational establishments, and the GIZ Development Agency. The agreement are guided by the principles and goals set out in the United Nations Agenda 2030 and the Agenda 2063 of the African Union. Under the agreement, Ghana and North Rhine-Westphalia will support collaborations between colleges of higher education, particularly universities of applied sciences and technical universities, and assist in the creation of courses focusing on practice over theory. The two sides will also consider training, promotion of business, and job creation in growth sectors to be essential fields of cooperation. With the agreement, companies from North Rhine-Westphalia are to be notified of opportunities in Ghanaian markets, while the benefits of collaboration with North Rhine-Westphalia are to be better advocated in Ghana. South African Airways has announced that it will, from 23rd September, resume scheduled flights to Accra and some parts of Africa. This comes after the national carrier was forced to stop flying commercial in 2020 due to its worsening financial situation amid heightened travel restrictions in the country due to COVID-19 pandemic. Earlier in August, South African aviation regulators restored SAA's operating license, paving the way for it to resume services. A statement issued by South African Airways stated that it will start flights from Johannesburg to Cape Town, Accra, Kinshasa, Harare, Lusaka, and Maputo. More destinations will, however, be added to the route network as it ramps up operations in response to market conditions. South African Airways Interim Chief Executive Thomas Kokolo says, quote, "After months of diligent work, we are delighted that SAA is resuming services, and we look forward to welcoming on board our loyal passengers and flying the South African flag." The Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, Mavis Hawa-Kumsin, has directed that premixed fuel supply to land and beach committees in the Ada zone will be suspended indefinitely. The decision to suspend the said LBCs is a punitive measure for light fishing and other such illegal fishing practices perpetrated by fishermen in the area after the closed season, a statement by Ministry said on Thursday, August 26. The statement explained that light fishing and other illegal fishing activities perpetrated by fishermen is viewed seriously by the ministry and its agencies because of its negative impacts on marine stock and industry growth. Gunmen in Nigeria have freed a number of pupils from an Islamic school in May, according to their head teacher. Some 136 students from the school in Tigina, Niger State, were seized by gunmen demanding ransom. The head teacher said a small number escaped in June. There were unconfirmed reports that 6 died in captivity. Mass abductions for ransom have become increasingly common across Nigeria in recent months. Head teacher Abubakar Alasa said he could not give an exact number of how many students have been freed, but, quote, "none of the pupils are in captivity." He told the BBC that freed students were looking unhealthy, frail, and exhausted. They are now being treated in hospital in the state capital, Minna. Last month, the parents and the school had raised funds to free the pupils, but the kidnappers told them that it was not enough. Mr. Alassane said that they then paid more money and even bought motorcycles for those behind the mass abductions to convince them to release the children. At least 8 people have died and several others were injured after a crane collapsed at a building site in Kenya's capital, Nairobi. Local media reports that 2 of those killed were Chinese nationals. The accident at the site where a 14-story student hostel was being built happened as the crane was being dismantled. Michael Odhiambo, a construction worker, said, quote, "We were having lunch when we heard things falling and thought part of the building was coming down. When we got there, we found a crane had snapped and tumbled down," he added. Evacuation is currently underway at the scene, which is opposite the Department of Defense headquarters. Electronic giant Samsung has blocked TVs that were stolen in South Africa during the unrest in July, rendering them unusable. The company says it has an inbuilt block function on TVs that can be used to remotely disable the sets. The function is activated when a user of a stolen TV or one that has been acquired unlawfully connects to the internet, according to Samsung. The system checks the identified TV serial number against the list on its servers before disabling its functionality. South Africa had weeks of violent protest and looting last month that left more than 300 people dead and property worth billions of rands ransacked. Some of the reportedly popular items that were stolen were smart TVs. The ability to remotely disable TV function has received some praise among online users for its potential use to deter crime, with some also noting its potential for abuse. One person noted that Samsung was taking, quote, electronic revenge on looters of its TV sets, while another said it was more reason, quote, never to connect a TV set to the internet. The technical team and players of Hearts of Oak underwent coronavirus tests as the club gear up for their forthcoming CAF Champions League journey. Hearts of Oak will be making a return to the continent's elite club competition for the first time in over 9 years after breaking their 11-year league title drought last term. Phobians have been paired against Guinean outfit Club Industriel Kamsa in the opening match of the qualifying rounds. As part of the side's preparation towards CAF Champions League campaign, the technical team, the playing body, and management team successfully had their COVID-19 test on Thursday. The test is being carried out to guarantee players' health. Coach Samuel Bwedu and his charges are poised to book a place in group stages, hence have commenced early preseason training. The Accra-based Giants will meet Moroccan side Wydad Athletic Casablanca in the final round of qualifying, should they overcome CI Kamsa in the first hurdle. Premier League champions Manchester City have been drawn to face Paris Saint-Germain, RB Leipzig, and Club Brugge in the Champions League group stage. Holders Chelsea come up against Syria giants Juventus, Russian club Zenit St. Petersburg, and Swedish side Malmo. Manchester United faced Villarreal, who beat them in the last season's Europa League final, as well as Italian club Atalanta and Swiss side Young Boys. Liverpool are in a tough group with Atletico Madrid, Porto and AC Milan. Pep Guardiola's City side, who were beaten by Chelsea last season in their maiden final in the competition, face a brace of tantalizing Group A meetings with Lionel Messi's new club, PSG. Those matches could see a reunion for Messi with old foe Cristiano Ronaldo, who has been heavily linked with a move to City from Juventus before transfer deadline day. Third edition of Time Ghana Arts and Entertainment Awards has been launched by Kunama Entertainment in Accra. TGAEA is aimed at rewarding individuals who have excelled in their creative art circles. Addressing the media at the launch, which took place at the McLean Hotel in Accra, Chief Executive Officer of the scheme, Cecilia Jassi Kunama, affectionately called Abna Ghana, an actress, disclosed that winners of the Man and Woman of the Year awards will be flown to Dubai for an experience, courtesy Fly Alliance Consult. Aside this, she revealed there would be awards for some veterans in the industry, in addition to plaques and souvenirs for other winners. The Public Relations Officer, Jeremy Kobna, said the main event was slated for September 24, 2021 at the McLean Hotel in Accra. He said that voting was underway and urged all Ghanaians to vote their favorite contestants. Alex Ekubu and fiancée Fancy Ochulunu have split 3 months to their wedding. Fancy has confirmed this in a statement to call off the wedding on Thursday. Earlier reports indicated that they got engaged in Los Angeles, United States of America, and were billed to walk down the aisle in November 2021. But that is not happening, according to Fancy. In an Instagram post on Thursday, she said they have ended their relationship, insisting it was the best decision she has taken. Quote, "Hey guys, I'm writing to inform you all officially that I have ended my relationship, engagement, and I have called off the wedding with Alex Ekubu." I am aware that this may be a shock to many people. I made the best decision for myself because it is important that everyone finds their happiness and live in their truth. At this time, my family and I ask for you all to please respect our privacy. Thank you so much, she wrote.